The first time Maisie Vanderbilt lost everything, it happened on her birthday. She woke up naked in a hotel bed with a stranger beside her. Her head was pounding. Her body ached. The room still carried the scent of expensive cologne and the memory of hands that had pinned her down in the dark. For one terrible second, she hoped it had all been a nightmare. It wasn't. The man beside her lay with his back turned, silent, unfamiliar, dangerous. Maisie didn't wait to see his face. She dragged herself out of bed, threw on last night's clothes, and fled before the sun rose any higher. All she could think was one thing. Willow, her half-sister, had insisted on celebrating her birthday the night before. Willow had brought the sangria herself. Maisie had only taken a few sips before the world tilted and went black. By the time she reached home, her father was already waiting. Stephen Vanderbilt sat on the sofa like a judge, preparing to deliver a sentence. Before Maisie could speak, he slammed a photo onto the table. In it, a man was helping her into a hotel room. "Where were you last night?" he demanded. Maisie's face turned white. She tried to explain. She tried to tell him she had been set up, that there had been something in the drink, that Willow had been with her the whole time. But Willow came down the stairs in heels, looking composed and concerned, and with just a few soft words she turned herself into the innocent sister and Maisie into the disgrace. "How could you embarrass the family like this?" Willow said, sounding almost pained by disappointment. "Even if you're in love, you should know better than to spend the night with a man before marriage." Maisie stared at her in disbelief. Then she turned to her father, the man who should have known her, trusted her, protected her. Instead, he pointed at her like she was filth. "I was planning to hand Vienna jewelry to you one day," he thundered. "But I can't believe you'd do something this shameless. Get out. I don't want to see your face again." Just like that, she was thrown away, not because she had done anything wrong, because Willow had been smarter, faster, and cruel enough to strike first. Maisie dragged her suitcase down the front steps in a daze, still trying to process how quickly her world had collapsed. Then Willow followed her outside, dropped the act, and smiled. "I did put something in your drink," she said lightly. "So what?" Maisie felt her blood turn to ice. "What more do you want?" she asked. "You and your mother already got into this house. You got Dad. You got everything." Willow stepped closer, her eyes glittering with venom. "What I want," she said, "is your place." She waved her phone in front of Maisie's face. "There's video from the hotel. If you don't want the whole world to see exactly how ruined you are, then leave, and don't ever come back." That was the day Maisie Vanderbilt disappeared, and 6 years later, she came back with 3 children. At the airport in Basburg, heads turned long before anyone knew who she was. Maisie walked through the crowd with a little girl in her arms and 2 beautiful boys at her side.